On the ground to third. Lee to second. The double play ends it right here. Lee was a big contributor for them in the win. Cracked a pair of homers.
But Booth can't say enough about what he did for him in this one.
Now, Wyatt Langford. And that's a fair ball.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Lee, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Two balls, no strikes to count.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
And a foul ball. Fouls one off. 2-2.
He's mixing his pitches really well, late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Out towards left center. Brings it in. One down. Two out, space is empty.
From that city you heard about, when you hear then the word's out. Your time is up, this your third out. Plus we got hitters, so take what you word now. We gon' pull up, hood up, what now?
There's a swing and a drive. And it one-hops the wall. Throws to second. Not gonna get him, he's in there.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. This was a really nice swing. Didn't quite get enough behind it to get it out of here, but once it got over his head in left field, it was extra bases all the way.
Michael Conforto will climb in. 0-1. Runner takes off. Pop dump. Berger makes the catch. And that's the third out. So one out, nobody on. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Corey Seager. That's the third. Lee. And Seager is set down. One out, bases empty. Lee launched a pair of homers in his last game. That one hammered center field. Going back. Reaching for it. Makes the catch.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
And next for New York, Lee.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
With the go-ahead run at third, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that is out of play. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. That's inside. And a count 2-1.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Look out! And it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. So bases all loaded up. The batter will be Michael Conforto. pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
A perfect result for the defense. A line drive out that doesn't score a run, and it takes away the opportunity for that sacrifice fly. You can't ask for much more. That's the outcome they wanted.
Line to left. Nice grab on the run. And that ends the inning. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now Lee. Spores back to work.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And it one-hops the wall. The winning run crosses the plate, and the Yankees walk it off in the 11th.
You know, he had to feel the pressure. Winning run on second base. Found a way to make solid contact, and the winning run comes across to score. Everyone going crazy. Exciting finish to this game today.
Lee performed well, and the walk-off was the big. A 3-2 final. Zone runner at second, 2 down. Lee digs in now. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. And that will end the inning. New inning getting started. And here is Josh Young. And a bunt towards third. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning. And that drops in for a strike.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
1-1.
In the dirt. Swing and a miss at a slider.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Runner at second, 2 down. That one ripped. Langford snags it, and that'll do it. 1 out, base is empty. And here's Corey Seager to hit. Ground ball left side. Slings it across, and Seager is set down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
That misses the zone, and it's 1-0.
Well, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
White brings it in with a nice running. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Lee. 0 for 3 in this one. The Yankees looking to rally. Fastball is outside.
1 ball, no strikes.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. He's got it. That is the inning. Starting your run. 1 down. Now it's the right fielder, Eli White. Swing and a ground ball. On to O'Hearn. 2 away. Now the third baseman, Lee. Uceta, 29 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. More numbers retired and more world championships than any other franchise. The impact the Yankees have had on baseball really second to none, and you come here to this yard and it's all on display. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field, and it falls. And now 2 aboard.
They've done well to win. They've done well to produce great players, great leaders. This is a city that expects nothing less than the very best in terms of they expect to see champions, and that's what they've gotten for the most part.
Now a swing, and O'Hearn sends this one high in the air and deep to right field. That one back there makes the catch on the edge of the track. Runner tags at second, and he moves up to third. Now 2 away. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Now a chance for Austin Wells. Uceta is just 1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game. Lee had the kind of game you'd like to avoid, which contributed to the loss. One down, and stepping in for the Yankees, Lee. He's someone who quickly made a splash at this level, Chris, a former Rookie of the Year. First pitch misses. Reagan's an all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a slider, a cutter, and he occasionally uses a curve. In the air, right field, Waters sizing this one up, and there's 2 down. Two outs, nobody on. And here's the catcher, Freddie Fermin. Slow roller to third. Lee. And that is that. KC down. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. And he takes a strike. It feels like we might be headed towards a rain delay if the weather doesn't ease up, Chris.
Yeah, the umpiring crew are going to pay attention to how the weather is impacting this game, and the moment it becomes dangerous, I think, is the moment we'll be forced to take a break.
Ball.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The pitch. Liner caught at second.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
On the ground. On to O'Hearn. 1 up, 1 down. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Now the third baseman, Lee. Reagan's back to work. And that one is lifted in the air. Isbell settles underneath it. Makes the grab, 1 down.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
Ground ball, left side. Sends it to first. Inning over. So they... And we're back. And now it's going to be Lee. Hit in the air, center field. Isbell moving under this one. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away. Lee had the kind of game you'd like to avoid, which contributed to the loss. Now a chance for Lee.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. Going back. Bounces off the wall as he makes the grab.
Oh, man, amazing.
Here's the third baseman, Michael Garcia. Sing, you talked about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. And he drops it down the third baseline. And he'll be safe at first. One out, base is empty. This one in the air. Bush settles under this one. He's there. He's got it. And there's two down. So a man at first. Jack Caglione steps in for the Royals. Righty delivers. And a sac bunt here. Lee. Throws to second for one. Over to first. Safe. Lee, a former Rookie of the Year, only 20 years old, and he's a native of South Korea. Center field. Cross. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Two down. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, and now Lee. Junis goes 6 feet 3 inches. 34-year-old vet. He joined the team as a free agent.
Yeah, you got that one.
Into center and a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that.
Throw over to first. And he's back in on a dive.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
To first, maybe a 2-ball. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. One out, runner at second. Austin Wells getting ready to hit. Here's the pitch, runner on the move. Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. He circles the bases, and they add to their lead. It's 6-2.
Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Lee did okay for them in this one.
Didn't light the world on fire, but he held up his end today.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Lee digs in now. That one out to right is Bell. Nabs it, and that's the third out. 2 out, space is empty. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. That one hooked foul. Lee goes 5 feet 7 inches, only 20 years old, and he's won a Silver Slugger in the American League. That one is absolutely belted. And it's off the wall. Coming home. Now a relay to third. And they tag him out. So they get 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, and no one left on. 9-1 and 2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the. Runner at first with 2 away. And up next for New York, Lee. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. O'Hearn off of first with 2 away. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Cross should have this one. Makes the catch. And that is that. So back to the top of the order. Michael Garcia steps in for the Royals. Fairbanks is just 1 strike away. On the ground to third. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Yankees hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game. Lee did well enough for them. So up next, Lee. That one finds the zone. Going away.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Rolled to short, possible 2 ball. There's 1, and that's 2. And we're back. Here's the third baseman, Lee. Brown back to work. Out into left center for a line drive base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
Runner.
There goes the runner. Hard hit left side. Suarez throw to first in time. That's the first out in the top of the 4th. 1 out. Runner at second. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees.
Runner.
Uh-oh, and he broke early for third. And they tag him out. So next up for Houston, Santiago. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Now the third baseman, Lee. Tried to check his swing there. Now it appealed to first. And he went around. That's ruled a swing. Pulls that one foul. The Yankees looking to rally. Hit hard on the ground is short. And a quick out, number 1.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Lee
Ball
in
1.
now. Takes ball 1 off the plate.
Counts 1-0.
And another ball.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
Strike 1.
2-1.
On the ground to the left.
Ball.
And foul ball. Battling here as he fouls it away.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Inside, just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
They're not ready to go home quite yet.
Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Jason Dominguez. Pickoff throw. Lee back in on a dive. Runner at first with no outs here. Runner on the go. Well struck right field. Leon going back on this one. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Tries to get back and save. Runner on at first with 1 gone. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. Runner on the move. On the ground to third. They get 1. The tag, and that's the ball game. So 2 down, and up next for New York, Lee, leading the American League in hitting entering the day. That one missing inside.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Line to left, fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now Jason Dominguez. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. That one the other way, and no one can get there. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0.
Down in the count, battling to stay alive, and just a nice job to put it in play. Kind of got it off the end of the bat, but he gets that knock because he was willing to go with the pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Malley back to work. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
You know, these Yankees need to bring up the quality of their bats and specifically their swings. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they have.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there, on its way, gone. That's one way to quiet the crowd. His 28th home run of the season, and they jump out front. It's 2-1. 2 pitches, 2 swings, that one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Back here at Dyken Park, new inning getting started. And stepping in for the Yankees, Lee. Up the middle, Pena. On the run, throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Now it's the right fielder, Stone Garrett. Man on second, 2 down. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. They put 2 on the board. Lee stepping in now for the Yankees. He's already homered in this game. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. And that's down and away.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. This guy.
Swing and a line drive, and that one's a base hit out into left center field. So he gets on base and keeps it going. and his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
And next for New York, Jason Dominguez. The Yankees down to their final strike. Rudder takes off. He's safe at third, and the tying run is 90 feet away.
That might have ended up being a wild pitch had he not been running on the play already, but instead it goes a stolen base. Kind of hard to know if they would have had a shot at him if he got a pitch he could make a throw on behind the plate.
Out to short, Pena. Throw to first, ball game, and the Astros strand the tying run on base to win. Lee made a big contribution despite the loss. Had 3 hits, one of them. Bottom of the first, here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. That's to third, Lee. And they get Altuve for the out. And today is draft day, singing an exciting day in terms of the future of the sport and the future of these teams. It's also changed a lot in terms of the immediacy of finding out. I mean, what was it? Carrier pigeon was how you found out about being drafted back when you were selected, right?
Well, fans today may not realize because we have, such exposure on the internet and network sports and everything else. You find out right away. But when I was drafted back in 1993, I maybe found out, later in the day. I was drafted in the morning that I was drafted by the San Francisco Giants. So regardless, I think the feeling is the same, no matter whether you find out.
Rolls across the diamond, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Blackburn back to work. That one inside. And that's ball 1. Lee working on a massive campaign right now, putting up some big home run numbers. Fly ball down the line. Garrett on the move. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down.
A little drop and drive on that swing. Backside collapsing just a little bit, trying to put the ball in the air.
This to third, makes a sliding stop, goes to second with it, and it beats him. What a play. So 1-run game here in the top of the 9th.
Now that's number 22.
Hit on the ground, might be 2. There's 1. Out. Double play. What a clean killing, Dan. Back here in Houston. Bottom of the 9th. Lee had a home game for them.
Oh, not great, not terrible, just kind of an
One hitter.
Now batting, number 22. Oh, that's a monster home run. That one is gone. His second home run. His third consecutive home run. That one is gone. 2 minutes are now on the clock. Another home run. That's gone into the bullpen. Another home run. No doubt about that one. Just 1 minute remaining. Oh, that's a monster home run. Another home run. 30 seconds left. Sealer. That one's in the bullpen. There's a home run. The bonus round has begun. That is out of here. And there it is, his 14th home run. Let's see. Ladies and gentlemen, your home run derby champion,
For the land of the free and the home of the
It's the American League All-Stars and the National League All-Stars. Gotta love the All-Star festivities. Always a great show. We'll be back to get this thing started after this. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Chomby. Singy, always special when we get together to call the All-Star game.
Well, we've done a lot of these together, and sometimes you come in and think, ho-hum, another year. But once you look and you see these All-Star players, their uniforms on, them interacting with one another, you realize just how special it is. It's going to be a great one tonight.
First pitch coming at you right after the... So 2 down. Here's the third baseman, Lee.
Third baseman, number 22.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back. See you later. He jacks that one out to left. And they tack one on the board. It's 2-0.
He wasted no time in that at bat, swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Cody Bellinger.
On the ground to the left, Lee. Handles, throws to first. That's one out, the bottom of the second.
Batting up.
2 outs, runner at first. Now the third baseman, Lee. He's already homered here in this one. Now a screamer into the outfield. And this one looks like trouble. Lead runner around second. Vladdy coming around third. He'll score.
Everything came together for him. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
So runner at second, 2 down. Here's the speedy catcher, Connor Wong. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Cut on and lifted in the air. And that is that. So a man at first. Lee getting ready to hit. He's already homered in this game. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
1 ball,
Rodriguez,
1 strike.
the runner at first with 2 gone. That one ripped. That's back there. And it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. Coming home. He will score. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Here's the catcher to hit, Connor Wong.
Well, the way these two teams have battled in this game, you know you need more. Got to continue to add runs if you're going to get out of here with a win.
He's trying for third. And a base hit right there. Runner from second scores as they add on. It's an RBI single. It's 7-4. So digging in, Lee. He launched this solo shot back in the second inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
2 outs. And that is out of play. Righty delivers. Ball 1 there.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
On the ground to third. And that will end the inning. No runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left.
Most Most of the fans come to watch this All-Star game to see the talent that's just oozing from dugout to dugout. But for the players, it adds to the experience and the memory of being here. Nice job by the American League to win this All-Star game.
One out, runner at second. Lee, the next to hit. That one is absolutely belted. That's back. Bangs off the wall. The run comes in to score from second. It's 1-1.
Comes through with the RBI. Loud contact, leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now it's the switch-hitting outfielder, Jason Dominguez. Runner takes off for third. Right side. Torres handles. Fires over to first. Now 2-0. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. It's 2-1. And now it's Alec Bohm. Ripped to third. On to O'Hearn. 2 away. One out, base is empty. Glass now with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. Swing and a ground ball. Throws across the diamond. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Runner takes off. Swing and a tapper. Handles, throws to first, and that is that. So one hit is all they get. We played 4. It's the runners at first and second with one gone.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning. Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
This to third, and that's a fair ball. Here comes the judge around third. He'll score easily. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Well, a big swing of the bat right there. Caught it out front and ripped it down the line. And as soon as he saw it get through the infield, man, he started making that big turn towards second for the double.
Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees with the go-ahead run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. Line drive, that's a base hit into right field. One runs in. The throw in, save. In comes the run from second. It's 5-5.
No, he was a little off balance. He got the front foot down, but was so great at keeping the hands back and allowed him still to get good wood to this baseball. Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs.
One away. Tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Outman squeezes it. That's out number 2. Here's Mookie Betts now. Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. Here's Ohtani flying around third. He'll score. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2. They limit the damage here. So, runner at second, 2 down. Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. The tying run at the plate. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back. Gone! His 18th home run of the season. It's 7-7. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
And next for New York, Lee.
So he came up clutch earlier in this ball game and really just needs to take the same approach. Think hard right back up the middle.
And that one is lifted in the air. Outman hauls it in to end the inning. 2 runs on 1 hit. Back in the Bronx, the batter will be Michael Conforto. He's trying for third. Swing and a ball popped in the air. It's going to fall for a hit. The run comes in from second, and it's an RBI single, and it's a 1-run game.
Well, that's a lonely feeling for an outfielder. The read wasn't great, and it really hurt.
So digging in, Geraldo Perdomo. So the tying run at second. Swing and a pop-up. Contreras. He'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers strand the tying run on base to win it. Lee with a valiant job in defeat. 3 hits and a couple. Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for the Yankees, Lee. Snell back to work. Snell with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately.
Even the best pitchers of all time have had stretches where nothing was working for him on the mound. Maybe he needs to have his turn in the rotation skipped or something. Get his mind right to get back on track.
Swings and misses. And the count 1-2. And there's a ball. High in the air, out to right. Pajes pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 1 away. Here comes Gleyber Torres. Hit softly on the ground to third. Sends it to first. And Gleyber Torres retired. 1 out, bases empty. Lee with some new hardware on the mantle after winning this year's All-Star MVP award. The pitch. To third. A sliding stop. Throw to first. And he'll be safe at first. Man at first. So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. Step off. Throw to first. Lee back on a dive. Runner on the move. There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. And out of here. His second of the year, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 3-0.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Lee, in his second season, only 20 years old, and he's won a Silver Slugger in the American League. That's a strike. On the ground to the left. Bats up with it. Tosses across to first. Out number 2. And here is Lee. 0 for 3 in this one. High fly ball out towards left center. Hernandez settles underneath it. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Didn't do a whole lot in the win.
Maybe not his best showing, but they got the win.
So bases all loaded up. Lee now at the plate. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Hernandez ranging after it. He's got it, and that will end the inning. Will Smith to the plate. Traffic on the bases with one already in here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Ground ball left side. Feeds to second, out there. And that's 2. They get a run on 2 hits. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Pajes sizing this one up, and that is the inning. Yamamoto back to work. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. This one could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, and he's got a leadoff double.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
Breaking ball in there. Got him looking. Picks up strikeout number 7. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Austin Wells. Runner breaks for third. This one in the dirt. No throw. He steals third easily. And that makes it 30 stolen bases for him this season. Popped up. Betts settles underneath it. Puts it away for the out. So a runner at third, 2 men out. Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. That one ripped. And that's going to bang against the wall. The runner from third comes across as they get one back.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where he could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there, coming back in that at bat.
And first offering is fouled off. Alvarado is what you're looking for in a good reliever. The ball stays in the ballpark. It's so hard to square him up. And that's outside. And that is ball 1.
Yeah, he stays out of the middle and pitches either at the bottom or at the top on the edges. And because of that, if you do get it in the air, it's usually just a high fly ball. And
warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. His 29th of the season, and they cut into the deficit. It's 7-4.
Sinker can be a pretty tough pitch because of the late life and movement, but somehow he got the barrel to that pitch, stayed through it, and really nice job of staying on the backside until it was time to transfer that weight. And a really nice home run.
2 outs, bases full. Lee will hit next. He's already homered here in this one. Ground ball to Bone, and that is the ball game. Lee had a great showing in this game despite the team's loss. Collected a couple. One down. Lee digs in now. The American League leader in batting average this season. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Lee with a homer in his last game. Yeah, that's fouled off. 1 out, bases empty. And now 2 balls and a strike. That one ripped right center field. That's down. 1 hops off the wall.
He was all over that one. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. It's even better when it gets you extra bases. Gotta love looking in at your dugout and seeing your teammates fired up.
1 out, runner at second. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Jason Dominguez. Check on the runner, and he's back in safely.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
2 on, 1 out. Here's the catcher, Austin. The tag, and got him at second. Back now in the Bronx. Top half of the 3rd inning. And now the DH, Corey Jones. Ground ball left side, and that chance handled in plenty of time to first. 1 up, 1 down. Runner at second, 2 down. We haven't seen a break in the weather, and the umpires might be forced to make a decision soon.
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, everyone looking and wondering when they're going to stop play. It definitely feels close.
Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. That's towards center. Varsho moving under it. And he makes the catch. And that is that. And next for the Orioles, Jordan Westburg. Back in the Bronx. Now the third baseman, Lee. Kelly, 29 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year.
You know, these Yankees really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
And there's a ball.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Catcher has it, fires to first. In time to get him, one away in the strikeout. Lee, the next to hit.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
On the ground to third. Here's Holiday for one. On to low. It's a double play. Nice work. Lee had a rough go of it in the loss.
Oh, certainly a frustrating game at the plate.
Back in New York. Now here is Lee. He's someone who quickly made a splash at this level, Chris, a former Rookie of the Year. Bradish back to work. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Bradish, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a slider, a curve, a four-seamer, and he works in a changeup.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
0-2 now, and that's in the dirt.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Fires over to first. That's one out, the bottom of the second. So the lineup flips over. Up the middle. Oh, great stop. Gathers and throws. On the money. Nice play. Man at first, one away. First offering misses badly for ball one. And that one is inside.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
That missed by a lot. And that's ball three. Jason Dominguez in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Right through there for a strike.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Booth.
And ball four, two aboard.
It feels to me like his time on the mound is running short, starting to show some signs of fatigue. So let's see how much longer they let him go.
2 on, 1 out. Oh, great stop. Throws from his knees. There's one to first, not in time. Great effort there. So bottom of the ninth, here's the third baseman, Lee. Swing and a line drive and a base hit out into left center field. And a good start to the inning.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always
Runner on the go in the dirt. And there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball. Tying run at the plate. Runner goes again. One out, bottom of the ninth. Play at the plate, safe, and it's a one-run ball game. Lee with a nice showing despite the loss. Singled and drew a walk in this one. Here's Nathaniel Lowe. On the ground to the left. On to O'Hearn. And that is out number 2. So one out, nobody on. Lee stepping in now for the Yankees. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Strike 2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He's having a hard time catching up.
Fly ball center field. Brings it in. And that quickly 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. First pitch misses. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. That one back there, and it hits the fence. And now a runner moves into scoring position as we look for the first run of the ball game.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
So the go-ahead run at scoring position. Now Jason Dominguez. In the dirt, but kept close. Nice job behind the plate there. Man on second, 2 down. Runner breaks for third. And a swing and a line drive into right field. Pulls it in on the run. And that is... Here's Adley Rutschman. And he lays down a bunt. Lee. Now the throw to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there. Bottom of the 7th. Down the third baseman. Lee. Cease back to work. Right through there for a strike. Curveball over for a called strike. Ball one there.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Cowser on the move. Hauls it in for the out. Here's Tyler O'Neill. Bunting for a hit. Lee. Throws across the diamond. Just got him on that one.
Perhaps he rushed just a little bit, didn't set the angle as the infield is back right there, and that's pretty much a gimme for a bunt base hit.
One down. And stepping in for the Yankees, Lee, leading the American League in hitting entering the day. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. Wilson, he isn't really known as a starting pitcher that's going to get you deep into the start. It's not that he's not capable, he just hasn't proven that he can do it yet. And the next pitch is way outside.
He's got such great stuff. You just don't know from start to start whether it's a potential no-hitter or it's a guy that's only going to give you 3 or 4 innings.
No score here in the second. That one misses, and that's ball 3.
But for the most part, with that kind of stuff, you expect him to get to the middle of the ball game.
What does he need to do in order to get deeper into the game?
Well, I'd say it's command of the secondary pitches, because when you're talking about turning over the order a second and third time and guys are getting looks, you've got to be able to put a wrinkle on something, change speeds, and locate it enough so that they offer at it.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. And Benintendi able to make the grab. 2 down.
Ultimately, you want them to swing and chase a pitch that teases the zone and ends outside the zone. But so far, he hasn't been able to do that consistently.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0. Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
And there's a ball. 4 runs already in the frame as we play game 1 of this 4-game series. Next offering is in for a strike. Center field. And that's the 3rd out. Back here on the south side. New inning getting started. And now, Lee. Ponson back to work. That's towards center. Teal has a beat on it. He's got it. And there's one down. All right, who was the first White Sox player to hit for the cycle here at Rate Field?
Oh, it was my guy, Jose Valentin. You know, he was the guy who sold me my first premium car, Boo.
No, it was not Jose Valentin.
No, he did sell me my car, but on the cycle, okay, let's see.
Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily. This one smoked out to left. And Benintendi able to make the grab. And that is that. Runner on at first with 1. So 2 on with 2 away. Lee stepping in now for the Yankees. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 1. Down the line. And that will drop foul. Caminero at second. O'Hearn at first. 2 out of the inning. And now 2-1.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
That one is absolutely belted. Back there. That one is gone. He flexes his power with that swing. Home run number 30 on the year. And they boost their lead. It's 11-1.
He was able to hit one out in this weather. Are you kidding me? How did he do that? Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Lee hit his 30th homer of the season in this one.
Well, plenty of thump for him this
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And here's the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn. Swing and a fly ball well struck left field. Conforto hauls it in, and there's one away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Swing and a foul out of play.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Ball one there. Lee with a homer in his last game.
No.
Two out, space is empty. Drilled out towards left center field. That's back there. And that one's gone. His second homer of this series, and they're on the board. It's 2-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. There was a cutter away. Kind of works like a slider. You've got to stay on it, let it travel a little bit, and then get your arms extended. Really good piece of hitting right there.
And that misses. 1-0. Fly ball center field. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Luis Robert now. Swing and a ground ball. Whips it to Mountcastle, and one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man. Lee launched a homer in his most recent game. Fastball is outside. This one in the air right field. And it's caught for the out. And up next for New York, Lee. He launched a solo shot back in the second inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped him get off onto the right foot.
This one in the dirt.
0-1.
Two outs. This one smoked. Could be trouble. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Coming home. He will score. Throw cut off to third. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Picks himself up an RBI. Textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside, saw it deep into the zone, and just barreled it up. Went the other way for the knock.
So a runner at third, 2 men out. Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees. 0-2 now. Line drive, that's a base hit into right field. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's an RBI single, and it's now a 6-run lead. So 1 out, nobody on. Here's the third baseman, Lee. He's already homered here in this one. And it's fouled away. Murphy, an all-star a season ago. He throws a slurve, a four-seamer, and he works in a sinker. One down, base is empty. That one misses, and the count is 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Outside low, ball 2. And that's downstairs and outside.
Full count.
That's a good at-bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in.
Rudder takes off. Line drive. Nabs it. The throw in. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Nothing doing. Lee really stood out in this win.
But Boone can't say enough about what he did for him in this.
One down. So up next for Chicago, Colson Montgomery.
1-1-1.
Rip towards third. Tosses to first.
He's out.
2 away. And next for New York, Lee. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
No balls. 1 strike.
In the air, right side. And that is foul.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
On the outside corner, got him looking.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch to stay on. You don't want to get beat inside, and as you see that pitch continue to run away from you, by the time it's in the catcher's mitt, you think it's a ball off the plate away.
Popped up, Sosa. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. 1 out. Runner.
Ball. Take your base.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. That's
Ball
off the
1.
mark, and that is ball 1. Hard hit left side. In time to Vaughn. 2 down. First and second. 2 outs. Lee digs in now. 0 for 3 in this one. First offering, and it just misses.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
That's down and in.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And another ball.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
And they're all loaded up.
Take your base.
Oh, that sets up a really big at-bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
And here it comes. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Squeezes it, and that's the 3rd out. Andrew Vaughn now. Sack bunt towards 3rd. Over to Connor Falefa, and that's 2.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Lee had a pretty poor showing in this game despite the win.
Well, at least they got the win.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Lee. He's someone who quickly made a splash at this level, Chris, a former Rookie of the Year. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Well, it's not the inning he was planning on to begin this start, but you've got to find a way to shake things off and give your team some length and put up some zeros.
High chopper to third. Zips it across.
He's out.
One out in the top of the first. 2 outs. Bases are full.
Well, it stinks to be down by, these runs early in this ball game like this, but you've got 2 outs. You've got to close the door because you still have a chance with how much time is left in this one. Big moment in this game. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position, and could really break this thing wide open early.
And that one is lifted in the air. Robert on the move. Brings it in, and that's the 3rd out. So they're all loaded up with 2 outs. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move to the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just going to have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Inside, and the count is 1-1.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
That one down the line, and foul ball. Kim at third. Mountcastle over at second. Caminero on at first with 2 down. Ground ball left side. Throws to first in time. Out to escape a base. And here is Sosa. Top of inning number 7. And stepping in for the Yankees, Lee. 0 for 3 in this one. That one to first. Vaughn steps on first for the out. Lee with a forgettable showing in this one.
This wasn't his finest hour, and he may be a little frustrated heading back.
All set for the start of the inning. Here's the third baseman, Lee. Bradley back to work. In the air, right side. Auer sizes this one up. Makes the catch. And there's one down.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
That's the third. And there's 2 away.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air.
2 out, space is empty. There's the strike. Lee goes 5 feet 7 inches, only 20 years old, and he's won a Silver Slugger in the American League. That one ripped. This one looks like trouble. Around first, heading for 2. Not stopping, he's going for 3. But he throws on the brakes, gets back to second.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
Palacios makes the grab, and next for New York, Lee. 1 for 3. That one's in there. 0-1. O'Hearn stands at first with 1 out. And that is out of play.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He's having a hard time catching up.
And 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Shoots a line drive single into right center. And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate.
There goes the runner in the dirt. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And that's another stolen base for the league leader.
Well, it seems like Knight
calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. And here's the catcher, Austin Wells. Ground ball right side, could be two. Acrobatic throw for one. The double play ends the inning and might have saved the game. First and second, 2 outs. And stepping in for the Rays, Christopher Morel. And it stays fair. Coming home. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, tie game here in the 8th. Lee did well in the losing effort.
No question that he delivered at the dish.
One down. Lee stepping in now for the Yankees. Second in the American League in hitting. And a foul ball. Ground ball left side, could be two. Off balance speed, there's one. Double play. What a clean killing. Here's the catcher. Ben Work. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Outside with a breaking ball. Strike one.
1-1.
Inside,
Nope,
and it's 2-1.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And that one fouled off. Caminero, the runner at third. O'Hearn at first, 2 out of the inning. In the air, out towards right center. DeLuca under it. Drops into the glove, and that's the 3rd out. 1 out, base is empty.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
That misses the zone. Now 2-0. The Yankees looking to rally. Now this is in the air down the line. Auer on his way over. 2 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go along.
So 2 down, and stepping in for the Yankees, Lee. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. And the first offering is not close. Abreu, 29 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. And he'll make the catch. Ball game. And the Rays take the first 2 games of this series. Lee had a... Richie Palacio. 3. Next to hit. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Lee getting ready to hit. 2 for 8 in the series so far. In the dirt. And that's too high.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Aranda hauls it in, and there's 2 away. 2 out, space is empty. First pitch misses. Fastball for a strike. Pitch misses there. Ball 2. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Lifted in the air, right center field. DeLuca sizing this one up, and he makes the catch. And that is that. First and second here, no outs. There's a swing and a drive.
Get up, Paul, get up.
Gone. His 32nd of the year, and they add to their lead. It's 7-2. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient and waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
So 1 out with 2 aboard. Lee, the next to hit. He's already homered in this game. Little chopper rolls foul. And that one pulled foul.
Oh, it's a really good pass to the ball right there. Just a little bit too quick. He's got to find a way. Just let it travel a hair more.
On the ground to third. Goes to second for 1. What a double play that was. Inning over. They put Lee stepping in now for the Yankees. He's already homered here in this one. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And there's a ball. Next offering is in for a strike. Just missed. Ground ball left side. And the inning is over. Here's the Rays leadoff hitter. Lee really excelled in this one and contributed to the win. Just 1 hit, but it did leave. Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. On the ground. Fair ball. Coming home. He scores and they have the lead. And it's an RBI single, 1-0. Runner on at first with one gone. Now the third baseman, Lee. Lee went deep in his most recent game. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that forces the runner to hold on at second. 2 on with 1 away.
He was all over that one. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. Over to Bichette. Double play. What a twin killing. First and second. No outs. And now the right fielder, Jhonkensy Noel. Ground ball could be 2. There's 1. On a Mountcastle. It's a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
1 out, base is empty. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He flexes his power with that swing. His 33rd homer of the year, and they tack on to their lead. It's 3-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
So digging in, Lee. He crushed one out of here earlier. An absolute tape measure shot.
Yeah, indeed. It was a rocket. Just launched that thing. His swing, man, is so clean right now. I doubt he even felt the baseball make contact with the bat.
In the dirt.
0-1.
Lee launched a homer in his most recent game. That one missed.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
That one misses. Now 2-2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
And there's a ball.
We got a full count.
And they're all loaded up.
Take your base.
You get a walk, and you get a walk. Everyone gets a walk, Boog.
So they're all loaded up. So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. That one hit to right. Noel settles underneath it. He's got it. Runners tag up from second and third. Throw is offline, and he scores. And they're up by 3.
Well, right there, he's definitely looking for more than just a sac fly with the bases loaded and nobody out, but you'll take it. Now it's up to the guys coming up behind him to pick up the rest of those runners on base.
And that one is lifted in the air. And he makes the catch. Both runners tagging from second and third. Now a dive for the tag, and he gets him. That ends the base is empty, 1 away. Lee stepping in now for the Yankees. He's already homered here in this one. That one fouled off. Allard, he's someone that fills up the strike zone, so he doesn't give up a lot of walks, but because he's in the zone so much, a decent amount of hits occur. Next offering upstairs.
And he's got to get ahead early in the count and then be able to mix up his speeds, add and subtract some velocity, but command is the big key, throwing the ball where he wants to.
This one in the air, right field. Noel pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
A little drop and drive on that swing. Backside collapsing just a little bit, trying to put the ball in the air.
Lee really stood out. New inning getting started. So in now for Cleveland. 2 outs, nobody on. Lee digs in now. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. That's in there.
Well, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though...
Oh, look at this. Gathers and throws. Nicely done for the out. This game's a bit of a blowout, Siggy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
Do you collect baseball cards?
You know, when I was a kid, I used to put them in my back tire of my bicycle so it would sound like a motorcycle. Probably ruined some good cards back then, but don't really have much of a collection. The other day I came across a binder that my wife had in one of the drawers, and my son's got some baseball cards, so we'll be looking to see if there's any kind of retirement income in there. For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big...
Lee, in his second season, only 20 years old, and he's won a Silver Slugger in the American League. This one smoked out to left. Quan right there to make the grab, and that'll do it. Lee, the next to hit, 1 for 3. On the ground to third. Oh, great stop. They get the out, and that'll do it. A strong showing. Lee could have done a bit more to help them out.
Not his best showing, but I hope he isn't too...
Bottom of the inning, leading off, Lee. Cortez back to work. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
And now 2 balls and a strike. Cut on and lifted in the air. Lee rings it in, and there's 1 away. So digging in, Steven. 1 out, base is empty. That one ripped. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. And he'll reach second with 1 away.
All over that one right there. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all. Now let's see if they can put up the first run of the game.
And ball 4 to a board.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
2 on, 1 out. And stepping in for the Yankees, Eric Haas. On the ground right side, 4, 6, 3, but he beats it. Good hustle, and the inning continues. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. And it's 1-0. 2 on, 2 outs. That one is absolutely belted. Going gone. That should get the dugout going. It's 4-1. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
First and second, no outs. Lee getting ready to hit. He's already homered in this game. In the air, right side. It drops in, gets away a little bit. Doesn't stop, heads for home. He'll score. Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. Yankees up by 3. Squirts away a little bit, but no advance from the runners. Runner on the go. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's an RBI single, and they're up by 4. So runners at the corners, nobody out. And here's the catcher, Eric Haas. And that's bunted out in front of home plate. To the plate, ow! And they defend to squeeze perfectly. Really excelled in this one and contributed to the win. Had 3 hits, one of them a homer. One down. Lee stepping in now for the Yankees. Lee launched a homer in his most recent game. 1 out, bases empty. That misses, and now it's even 1-1. And a pitch. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
He was all over that one. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced, and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
1 out, runner at second. Here's the left fielder, Jason Dominguez. Runner breaks for third. Line drive. Butler squeezes it, throws to second with the throw. No chance to get back.
The batter, number 22.
Swing and a miss. And that is strike 1.
One strike.
In the air, fairly deep to right field. Butler pulls it down, and that is that. 1 hit. And now it's going to be Cole Young.
1-1-1.
Hard hit to third. Throw to first in time. Back here at Oracle Park, stepping in, Lee. Lee with some nice production in his last game. 4 runs batted in. Dollar back to work. Drilled out towards left center field. Way back there. And that's going to bang against the wall. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Jason Dominguez. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
And that'll load the bases.
Ball 4. Take your base.
Now here's Trent Grisham. Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there and now forces home a run with the walk. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
Lee leading things off and takes a strike.
You know, these Yankees, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. 8 of their hits came off the bat at 90 miles per hour or harder. These guys are not getting fooled right now.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
1 and 2.
And that's a little bit high. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Hit in the air, center field. Matos has a beat on it. Calls it in, and there's 1 away. Man at first, digging in, Lee. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Caminero leads off first with 1 away. Line drive, gone.
Nice swing and good solid contact. That ball was smoked, but needed a little more lift to get into the outfield gap. Maybe a little more backspin.
Lee with a good game to help lift them to the win.
Well, every team in the league wants hitters who can consistently.
So digging in, Lee.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
And that's too high.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Upstairs.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate. Runners in scoring position. And a hitter's count.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
And that one is lifted in the air. Brings it in. Runner tags and goes to third.
Now, we'll see if moving up to third there pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a base hit. We'll see what happens.
That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. And that one is off the wall. And into second easily with a 2-out double.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time.
Here's Ryan Mountcastle. Runner takes off for third. This one in the air, center field. Montero should have this one. Drops into the glove, and that is ready to go for the last half of the inning. Harrison back to work.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
And here it comes. That one is upstairs.
Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Hauls it in for the out. One out. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. And that is out of play. Trying to hold a one-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. The 0-2. Ball one there.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
On the ground, 2 ball. Off balance feed. There's one. Double play. They can't seem to break. Lee did well enough for them despite the loss.
He's going to be a driver for their.
Here's Elliot Ramos. Lee stepping in now for the Yankees. 3 for 9 of the series coming in. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Matos sizes this one up. Makes the grab, one away. Two outs and one in scoring position. And first offering is fouled off. And there's a ball.
1 strike.
Popped up. Wisely settles under this one. Nabs it. And that'll do it. Here's the catcher to hit. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Dollar back to work. Slice to right. Reaches but can't haul it in. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Jason Dominguez. Runner takes off in the dirt. Safe at second, and that was not close. And that's another stolen base for the league leader. And he handles it himself for the out.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
On the ground to third. In plenty of time to first. Now 2 away as they get a run across. And up next for New York, Lee. 1 for 3. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike. That misses the zone, ball 2.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
And there's a foul ball. Grounds one to short. Young. Now the throw to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out. The bases are full for the New York Yankees. That one misses, and that's ball one.
Clearly didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
And that one is lifted in the air. Ramos has this one sized up. Reaching for it and brings it in. Runners tagging from second and third. He's in on the sac fly, and they take a 3-run lead. Here in the bottom of the ninth. Lee had a solid game for them, a real contributor. Had a single and an RBI. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. One down. Down the third baseman, Lee. He's someone who quickly made a splash at this level, Chris, a former Rookie of the Year. Rip towards third. Fires to first in time. 2 out, space is empty. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Now a fly ball to right center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that. Just missed. Foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Doyle makes the catch, and that'll do it. Starting to run. Lee had a game to forget in the loss.
I don't want to pile on a player when he's down.
Here's the third baseman, Lee, leading the AL in batting average. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
Wow. That's not even close to the zone.
And that misses. And that's ball 1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. Nothing doing. Back here at Chase Field. Nobody out. Runner at first. And that is out of play. In the air, right field. Carroll makes the grab, and there's one down. All set for the start of the inning. Down the third baseman, Lee. Grounds one to short. Kim with the throw to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the seventh. And here is Lee. 0 for 3 in this one. And first offering is fouled off.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Carroll moving under it. Brings it in. 2 away now. Lee had a rough go of it in this game.
Certainly a frustrating game at the plate.
Luis Ariz stands in. 1 out. Runner at second. Lee will hit next. Hitless in the series so far. He's 0 for 7. That one is absolutely belted. That's back. And it is gone. A 2-run shot. It's 2-0. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Always scary for a pitcher when a guy can take a fastball down the middle and hit it to the opposite field. No holes in a swing like that, and that time that ball was hit hard.
So they're all loaded up with 2 outs.
Hey, it's still early in this ball game, but you know, this at bat right here could be a big factor in the outcome. You think about it. There's a chance to really blow this thing open right here.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. 1 run's in. Tag, and he's out at the plate. That ends the inning and stops things from getting. And up next for New York, Lee. And he's already left his mark on this game.
He certainly has, Boog. A 2-run shot in the second inning, and that made an early impact on this game in a big way.
This one in the air, right field. Makes the grab. 2 down. And welcome back to the ballpark. Base is empty, 1 away. Lee getting ready to hit. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a pop-up. Marte puts it away for the out.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Lee was outstanding in this ball game, helping. So 2 down. Lee stepping in now for the Yankees. That's a hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Now it's the switch hitting outfielder. Jason runner on the move. On the ground. Sosa sends it to first. That's the 3rd out. So 1 hit is all. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Keller back to work. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
You know, these Yankees just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Cruz makes the catch, and there's one gone. 2 out, space is empty. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Reynolds makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. 2 outs. Runner at first. So digging in, T. Brian Hayes. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the second. Here's the third baseman, Lee, the American League leader in batting average this season. Kramer back to work. There's a strike. That one missed.
Inside.
That one is absolutely belted. And it is gone. And just like that, they're out front. It's 2-1.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
And there's a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third out. Laureano comes up to hit. Back at Yankee Stadium, bottom of the 6th, and stepping in for the Yankees, Lee. Right through there for a strike. Saying 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in one game, and before that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan, and he said to me, "Hey kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight. Come over to the store tomorrow and I'll give you a free suit."
Lee in the box now, takes strike 1.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
Tying run at the plate.
That's the ball. 1-1.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Next pitch is outside.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
The tying run at the plate. On the ground, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. What a double play that was. Inning over. Now the third baseman, Lee. He's already homered in this game. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Lead runner around second. Runner around third, on his way to the plate. Relay throw home. He'll score and tie it. It's 7-7.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
And up next for New York, Jason Dominguez.
Now back. Let's go.
Trying to send this to extra innings. Runner takes off for third. Hauls it in to end the inning. So they can't. New inning getting started. And the batter will be the shortstop, J.P. Crawford. Lee made a big contribution despite the loss.
Such a tremendous effort at the dish. They didn't get the win, but he certainly wasn't the reason they lost.
Don't back down.
First and second, 2 outs. Lee, the next to hit. He's someone who quickly made a splash at this level, Chris, a former Rookie of the Year. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
Base hit, left center field. Here comes the judge around third. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Picks himself up an RBI. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Makes the catch, and that ends the inning. All set for the start of the inning. And here's the first baseman, Spencer Horwitz. That's to third, Lee. Fires across the diamond. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Let's check out some notable MVP candidates so far this season. Jones back to work. In the air, right side. Laureano makes a nice grab at a full sprint. Man at first, nobody out. And here is Sosa to the plate. To third. There's one. Onto O'Hearn. 2.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
That hits the dirt. Ball 1. Lee matched a homer in his last game. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. He sends it out of here. His second home run of the series, and they tack on to their lead. It's 5-zip. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Well, not every home run is a majestic blast off the bat, and even though he hit it pretty well, it was anything but a sure thing to get out. But today, the conditions were right. He got just enough of it, and I think the backspin really helped that thing carry.
Back at Yankee Stadium, bottom of the 8th. Here's the third baseman, Lee.
You know, these Yankees, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've launched 6 hits at 90-plus exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
Right-handed reliever, and that's in for a strike. Not close with that one, and the count is 2-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That one ripped. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Around first and hustling for second, and he's going to get to second with nobody out.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now, Jason Dominguez. The 1-2. He's trying for third. Called strike 3. He will score. It's 6-0.
That one really hurts. You're already down in the game, and that error puts you even further behind. Just can't let it compound from here, though. You got to flush it, get ready for the next one, make a play, get back in the dugout.
Brian Reynolds here.
Number 10, Brian Reynolds.
The Pirates down to their final strike. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees take this one in a blowout. Lee really excelled in this one and contributed to the win. Put together 3 hits, one of them a home run.
Well, they may want to change how they approach him next time because he was just incredible in this one.